I swear to God, I almost didn't post this because I was like, I felt like I was like, I don't think I did a good job interviewing. Like, so I almost didn't post it.
I'm late, but I wanted to talk about this debate Hafiz from the roommates got into with the red pill. Full transparency, I had the pleasure of randomly running into Chris from the roommates in Houston. Real genuine brother, so shout outs to them. But y'all here for an unbiased opinion. Roll a clip.
Stop the show.
Listen, I knew y'all were full of shit, but it's no way Pearl, and I like Just Pearly, comes out victorious in this debate. She was clearly out of her weight class, and y'all red pill biases were really showing. Now Hafiz was being really aggressive.
Guys, we're having fun.
Absolutely, which is what a lot of y'all focused on. He should have been more cool, calm, and collective, but I think that's just Hafiz. But anyways, Hafiz was smoking that Pearl pack all night. It was so many good points, I didn't even get time to touch the Coach Greg Adam video. So if this video gets over 1,000 views, I'll react to the Coach Greg Adam video as well, because I believe that's more evenly matched. Nothing against Pearls, she's just younger, and I personally think she regurgitates a lot of these talking points. Now, let's get to the Pearl pack, starting with who defines red pill's ideas. Roll a clip.
No, I mean, to me, it's like there's a base set of ideas, and people have different ideas of what to do with it.
Who defines the base set of ideas?
I would say that I think that's mostly who defines the base. I would say Rollo Tomasi. I think he seems to be like leading that like today, but before it seems like it was Patrice O'Neal.
Most men learn about female nature from dealing with women. Women being hypergamous and all this lingo you guys claim as your own, it's just common sense once you start talking and dealing with women. Now, if you want to learn about how to date women from a book, that's on you. But Rollo Tomasi, outside of your little echo chamber, he's a nobody. I'm sorry, but let's be honest, nobody knows him.
That is not discussed is how marriage has changed from the 90s till today.
Okay, go on.
If you look up the divorce rates, divorce rates have been decreasing from the 1990s until today. There's a lot of different studies and a lot of different analyzation.
Go on.
A lot of different. So, are you listening or are you trying to talk?
I'm listening.
I'm curious.
I'm listening.
Because you kind of seem like you're waiting for me to stop talking so you can say something.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
There were times where he said things that were disrespectful that I wish I kind of checked him a little bit more on.
Let me finish. You told me not to cut you off. I'm not going to cut you off.
Okay.
Because I understand what you're trying to do right now. I was under the impression of this was to be a certain kind of conversation, but I'm getting what you're doing right now. So if you want to make the conversation the way you want to make this conversation, it's no problem. So like I was saying.
The way I want to make the conversation?
Like I was saying, if there was a disease.
Hafiz, that was way too aggressive. This is supposed to be fun.
Guys, we're having fun. This is content. We have lights. We have people here. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
Don't take anything personal.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes the pepper soup might be too spicy. We're just having fun. No,
I know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Cool. So let's play your game.
Okay.
Let's say the system is all the way effed up.
Yeah.
Men are getting screwed left and right. What do we do now?
I think you change the laws. Like, honestly, I'd like to run for an office someday. I'd like to actually try to change the laws.
I love what you just said.
Yeah.
I love what you just said. My question to you, you're very smart. When we said we should change the laws, how many people are getting into law? How many people are doing content to be able to change the laws or versus how many people are doing content simply complaining about the laws, in your personal opinion? All feelings, no facts. Shout out to Andrew Schultz.
None. Y'all all talk.
What percent of people are actually trying to change the laws?
Versus people complaining about the laws. All feelings, no facts. There's no analytics. There's no logical data for this.
I know. I don't know. I've met a lot of men's rights activists. So
I love it.
And if this was Pearl's world, I'd get rid of birth control. I'd ban it, but that'll never happen.
A lot of men won't like that. A lot of the men, that's my guy right here. He said, hell no. He said, I'm gonna get rid of that, baby.
Yeah, if this is Pearl's world, I'd ban birth control. I think that's the root of all evil. And I'd actually go further. I'd go further.
Go ahead.
But
I'm
kind of extreme.
Say it.
I don't think women should vote.
Huh?
I don't think women should vote.
Lord Jesus, keep on going.
Are they going to go after women's votes? Are they going to go after women been able to do this and do that. So what do you think about that in terms of a women's rights perspective?
What about the child's rights? I don't think women should vote.
Huh?
I don't think women should vote.
Lord Jesus, keep on going.
Yeah, that's
no
it.
women, you can't vote. No birth control. Keep it going.
Yeah, no, because it's always freedom without responsibility. And
I
so,
love
like,
it.
the
Women
reason
should not
no,
vote.
but,
Pearlie
but
said it herself.
I'll tell you why, though. I'll tell you why. Because it was freedom without responsibility.
I love
and before women, like I believe in consequences for your decision. So the men know if they vote someone batshit crazy into power, you guys get drafted. We don't. Women decide elections. We're 55% of the population. I think if we want to vote, equally draft us. Y'all want equality. And personally, I don't want to get drafted, so I'll be in the kitchen.
I watched the Abba and Preach video. They said it first, and I gotta agree. I hate the word, but what you just said about voting, I could see people saying that's misogynistic. Women pay taxes just like men do. And the last time I checked, the last draft that happened was in 1973. It's been almost a half a century. The same way she says women shouldn't vote, one could simply say minorities don't pay as much taxes as white Americans. Why should they vote? And honestly, that would make more sense to me. But moving on.
Communicating. So when you brought up do you want to respond to that?
Yeah.
I was leading to the wife school point.
Oh, to the wife school.
Yeah, I
was just going to say that I think it's more having like a father presence in our lives, most of us.
What about your
mom? What do you mean? What about my mom?
Do you have a motherly presence as well?
Yeah, I did. Shout out, Jen.
You calling your mom by your first name? What are you doing, girl?
Yeah, shout out, Jen.
Respect. That's a white girl stuff. Boy, call mama Jen. Girl, what the heck?
I did not know what I walked into. I thought we were going to agree more than disagree.
It's going to be funny.
Teach me.
Yeah. So basically what I want to do is I want to bring, it's going to be me. It's going to be my friend Jess.
Yes.
But I'm also going to bring in like the craziest 304s ever.
You see,
you gotta make it funny.
No.
Because but this is what I feel like you lose, because you need to make it entertaining to reach the most people. And you might not like that, but it's like, the more people you reach, the better your impact is. I'm sorry. And you don't know if those girls could be saved. You have no idea.
This is all cap. That's exactly what Fresh and Fit are doing. It might be entertaining, but it's not helping anyone watching.
Are you like that? That's entertainment. You're not even being serious.
Yeah.
If you really want
What's wrong with being entertaining?
It's not.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with being entertainment.
Yeah.
But if you are trying to help women become better, and you're telling me you can get 10 hoes from down off Crenshaw to be on the show, who are you? Who is the show for? Men or for women?
Who's you can't save hoes? You can't help them?
Stop playing this game. You're bringing those.
You keep accusing me of playing games.
Games is a word. Pearlie, where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Chicago suburbs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You don't know none of the lingo. You know what's going on? You've been in UK for too long. It's just words, girl.
No, I know.
You're having a good time. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, the show may be entertaining, but it won't help anyone.
So to me, I just got to be honest. If you're simply doing this for fun, for views, for likes, you're just figuring things out, call it for what it is. But let's not play this game like we're these altruistic individuals who don't care about these other things. When we do, and it waters down the content.
I've never played a game where I pretend that I don't want to make money and get subscribers. Like, I want that too, but I just think you can do both.
And I believe you can too. But Fresh and Fit don't help men. They entertain them. And it sounds like you want to do the same thing.
I think you can advocate for men and make money at it. I don't see the problem.
And the reality
I think you can start to build solutions and make money. Like, I think everything, like, you can't build anything without money. You can't build that, like, nothing.
But no
one's doing a charity here.
If you're telling me my goal is to help men, and I need to make money, but the way I'm making money is hurting men,
But I'm not hurting men. You don't.
Who said you? I didn't say you, girl. Why are you taking this personally?
No, but I'm like,
why are you taking this personally?
I'm not.
Am I hitting a sore spot? Is this what bothers you at night?
No, you're not hitting anything.
Are you sure?
You're not hitting anything. The way my mind is set up, that might be the only point Pearl's got. You're not hitting anything. That's not what she said.
Nigga, please.
Seeing out of Kevin, I love what I'm seeing out of Andrew Tate, and that's what we need to make the society a better place, and that's all I'm advocating for.
I feel like you think of Rollo Tomasi. I feel like it's like, I feel like he's the most like these are the solutions, these are the tools you need.
Solutions. I thought it was a praxeology, not an ideology.
Well,
define for me a praxeology. Let's stop right there. Define. You want me to look it up, or do you want to look it up?
You can look it up.
I'm curious. You said I don't.
I think it's like based on.
I'm not a smart guy. I'm just a guy who likes to read books and share my opinion. I want to know what a praxeology is. I want to know a praxeology. I'm not smart, guys. I'm just a guy. A praxeology is a theory of human action based on the notion that humans engage in purposeful behavior. Is this the right one?
Never looked up the definition. I don't know.
But how would you use a word if you never look up the definition?
I said that's what they say.
Oh, so you don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
So you're just going off what they say.
Yeah.
That's like all these girls going around calling men misogynist and never looking up the word.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I told you guys, you got to study these things. You got to study it for yourself. You can't just listen to somebody else and then go what they say. Look it up yourself. Don't just be a blind witness.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have the definition of a praxeology memorized.
Yeah. Well, if you're using a word, hopefully you know what it means. I'm not gonna throw a word out there. I don't even know what that word means because Jack and Jill told me what it means.
No, I thought it was like my understanding of
the study of human action and conduct.
Yeah, like so, my understanding was it's like based on like reality and it's based on like data. It's not like ideology is like how you view the world, and a praxeology is like based on what is. That's my understanding.
Ideology is a system of ideas and ideals. If you have a solution to a problem, that is an idea. And so therefore everyone has a unique set of ideas. Everyone has a unique set of solutions, and that unique set of ideas and solutions creates someone's ideology. So therefore when you use the word praxeology, which you did not know what it meant, you just heard somebody else said it and then you spewed it out. Therefore what I'm trying to communicate is that
I said that's what they say. That's what I said.
You heard what someone else said and you spewed it out.
Yes.
And the initial point, which I was saying initially, is that too many people, when they hear talking points online, they simply regurgitate them. They never analyze them for themselves. Everything that I said, guys, I'm just a man who likes to read books and share my opinion. I'm not Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. I'm not Dr. David Buss. I'm simply a man who likes to read books and share my opinion. Everything that I say, men and women, study it yourself, investigate it yourself, because that to me is an end destination. And so my biggest point in this conversation was that everybody has a system of practices. So you said that individual, whatever that guy's name, has solutions. Oh, wait, great. I'm curious, what is his solutions?
Oh, so he does money, muscle, game, frame. And so it's like, if you want to get better with women, it's like, get your money up, your muscles gain.
I hate it. I fucking hate it. It's all so dumb, y'all. I didn't have any of that. When I was being a legend in these streets, I dressed nice and I had a little mouthpiece on me, but I lived with my mom and was 130 pounds and was a shooter. All I did was shoot. And the fact is, most of these red pill guys have never dated a bunch of women. And it may fool the guys who aren't good with women, but listening to these guys talk is like me listening to Andy explain how a woman's breast feels.
You know, when you grab a woman's breast and it feels like a bag of sand.
Bag of sand.
And then
so they're telling men what to do?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I think he says it's like the tools that he gives men.
I don't want.
Let's move on from him, and you can do what you want.
Let's move on from him because I don't want him to.
But this isn't your interview.
Huh?
Okay, this is.
I just know my rule of thumb is I know how certain people act. That you mention their name is like freaking like mention Bloody Mary, they're gonna pop up in the mirror. I don't want. I want to focus on you and me conversation. Other people, other content creators. If they're not in the room, let's not talk about them. But you can keep on going.
Okay. What is your position on marriage then?
To me, marriage is the greatest blessing you'll ever have in your life, or it can also be the greatest burden you'll ever have in your life. It's the single most important decision that you'll make in your life. And it's a serious decision that people don't take seriously and have huge ramifications. I truly believe marriage and family, the family is the foundation of society. If there is no family, the society is run by the state, and that's what nobody wants. I'm not sure your political views, but most people don't want a society that's run by the state. We don't want communism. We don't want socialism. We need strong, independent families leading strong, independent communities. And so I totally understand that marriage is the foundation of it, but at the same time, choose the wrong woman, worst burden ever. Choose the right woman, greatest blessing ever.
Great answer. Exceptional answer.
What do you think about prenups? Did you get a prenup?
No.
No prenup?
No. I totally agree. If you're a man, you want prenups. I'm not a money guy. There's other things that we talked about and we've obviously conversed with. Money's not important to me. Everybody is different. You know what I mean? And so if you're a man, you want a prenup, or you're a woman, you want a prenup, all power to be to it.
Followed by the worst answer ever. If you broke like I was when I got married, I didn't need one. My wife has invested in me, and I'm talking thousands. She can have half. She's earned half. But if I met a chick right now, not only does she have to pay for half, but she also's got to sign a prenup. If we don't have a prenup, we not getting married. That's how I feel.
Do you think that men or women are more to blame for the high divorce rate? Or do you
Both.
think it's equal?
Primarily men, and here's why.
Okay.
Who is the leader in society?
Men. Well, actually, no, now that it's like women make 70 to 80% of consumer buying decisions.
Who's the leader? I'm curious. To your people, camera, put on her camera.
Yeah.
Tell the people who's the leader in society.
No, men, you're right. Men lead.
So
men lead.
she believes.
But women have a lot of power in society today.
But you simply do. Who leads, men or women?
Men. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
If men are the leaders and your team loses, you play volleyball, you play Division I sports, you know this thing.
I played D1. Oh, stop it. I wish.
If you are the leader of your team, the team loses. What should the leader do? Whose fault is it then? When the quarterback loses the game, his receiver drops the touchdown. What does the quarterback say when the interviewer asks him, why did we lose the game? He takes accountability.
He says,
men made these laws to protect their daughters. You see, back in the day, women got older and men moved on to a younger secretary, leaving an ex-wife that never worked out on the street. So they said, fuck that. You used up all my daughter's good years, so you're going to take care of her for the rest of your life. It's that simple.
But men are the leaders. It starts with us. A man had to make this a law. A man had to say this was okay.
But the women elected them. I don't know.
So you believe that the women are electing the men, and then the men are so you believe the women are the master puppeteers who are electing the political pundits to do their bidding. I'm telling you right now, if you truly if you really believe that the powers in Russia, the powers in China, the powers all over these world superpowers are being run because of a woman electing somebody into office, I'm telling you right now, you might need a little bit more political research.
Well, I just think it's like when women get into power, we trend towards communism. So
Pearls heard that talking point and said, that makes sense.
I don't know. I just think I agree with you. Like I do think men lead. And so I think the power they gave to women, like they did give it to us.
Explain North Korea. Explain China. You think China gave power to women?
No,
you said leaning toward communism. You said you think China gave power to women. That's why they're leaning towards communism. Get back to relationship politics. Let's stay in relationship.
Y'all couldn't be serious. He smoked her the whole debate. Not even close.
Do you think that polygamy could be a solution going forward?
No, because polygamy would destabilize society. And this is what blows my mind about the red pill and the red pill. Some of the red pill guys always talking about how a high value man exercises options. Imagine a guy.
That's how I started. Was because my dad's in in that category, and I called him. I'm like, Dad, where are your hoes? You're supposed to have some.
Oh Lord Jesus!
I was so confused. I was like, I didn't grow up with it this.
Listen.
So this is a different world.
We got to do a lot of.
When they were explaining it, I was like, wow, this is very different than what
you drank the Kool-Aid. You're fully in it, but hopefully by the end of today's conversation,
you realize I don't agree with cheating. Okay. I've never said I agreed with cheating.
I just said you drank the Kool-Aid.
No.
You drank some of the
Doesn't that mean like then like I'm a part? Doesn't that mean then I have a different opinion on it? I thought that's what that meant when you said you drank the Kool-Aid.
What I'm saying is that there's certain ideologies and beliefs that you have that when I hear you say them, I'm like, dang, I remember that video where somebody uttered that idea, and I'm like, man, did she copy and paste this or did she genuinely believe it?
I left that interview. I felt triggered. That's why I left. I was like, was I just triggered? Because he was disrespectful. Was I making that up?
I don't think Hafiz was disrespectful on purpose. He's just passionate about what he talks about. You were triggered, in my opinion, because you didn't do well in this debate.
And so going back to the point.
Well, if things make sense to me, if someone has a good argument, like why would I not repeat it? If I've researched it and I think it's a good argument.
We've just seen some of the things you haven't researched. So my rule of thumb is
the definition of a praxeology.
100%.
Okay.
100%. Because you called me out and you said it's not an ideology. You said it's a praxeology. You don't even know what that word even means.
So off the top of my head, no, you're right. I just had a general idea.
Okay.
Like I said, y'all, he smoked her. And if this video gets over 1,000 views, I'll react to the Coach Greg Adam video because I think that one will be a little more fair. But honestly, I don't think Coach Greg Adam has ever been good with women. And it's always weird listening to men who never did well in dating give dating advice.
Regardless of where he is, you hot right now. And so he's doing himself a favor by aligning himself with you or coming on your platform and doing an interview. So for him to be disrespectful to you.
Hafiz has interviewed people way hotter though. He could have toned it down regardless of if he was talking to someone with less subs or more subs.
That's almost like Kev, he would come and he would rock with us and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And it was like we would just automatically cede the platform to him and kind of let him, control the flow or the tempo, or we would give him the majority of the praise and stuff like that simply because he was doing us a favor.
So if someone with more clout came on your channel and said something you didn't agree with, you're telling me that you would just submit to it because, he's got more clout? Makes no sense. But anyways, that's all I got for y'all. I'm back. Sorry for the wait. I'm out.